Welcome to Kuala Lumpur, the heart of Malaysia and one of Asia's fastest growing cities. This is where tradition meets contemporary in the most colourful way. From towering skyscrapers to ancient temples, KL is a melting pot of culture, history and cuisines, where every bite tells a story of Malaysia's rich heritage. KL was established in 1874 when a group of Chinese tin miners created a settlement in the jungle. It's gone on to become one of the fastest growing cities in the world. It's known as an alpha city. There's something like nearly 9 million people now live in the greater KL area. The population of Malaysia generally is made up of Malays, Chinese and Indians. Here in KL, you'll very much still see the Chinese population going strong in Peddling Street. This is where you come if you want to get your Chanel and the sushi and all the high name brands at a ridiculously low price. Of course they're genuine, aren't they? I've only been down the street about 50 metres and already half a dozen times. Sir, Rolex, Cartier? No. I can't believe that these days people still sell dodgy Cartier watches. I mean, do we need that? We've got the time on our phone, haven't we? Well, I must say, they're honest about them being fake. I asked if I could video some and the guy goes, no video, they're fake. This shop's very popular. It's got many fans. Watches, bags, t-shirts, sports shoes, runners. Mostly it's all the knockoff versions of name brands. Of course, if you do come here and decide to buy something, don't forget to bargain. It's expected. But KL's Chinatown is a lot more than just Peddling Street. This is a colourful, noisy, fun part of town, a delight for all your senses. Chinatown is full of wonderful street art. It says here this is one of the oldest lampposts in KL. Also in Chinatown, you'll find a whole host of quirky cafes and bars, like this one.
Kuala Lumpur's grown up a lot since those old tin mining days. No greater symbol than that is Petronas Towers.
450 metres tall. When they were built in 1996, this was the tallest building in the world, right up until 2004. 88 stories, it's become a real symbol of the modernisation of KL. If you want a photo shoot, this is the spot. I think for many people, nothing says KL like the Twin Towers. Just behind the towers is KLCC Park. Lovely little restful area. A little bit of an oasis of calm amid the chaos. And it's right by the Twin Towers, and you get a great view of the city centre of KL. And it's from here you can see that KL may have begun as a tiny little settlement in the jungle in the middle of nowhere. These days, it's very much a vibrant modern city. And this is where KL began. It's where two rivers come together. So that provided the nourishment for the early settlers in the 1800s. This is called River of Life.
At the confluence of the rivers is Sultan Abdul Samad Jamek Mosque, built in 1909.
It's actually a lovely spot next to the rivers. There's cafes, murals on the walls, and a great sense of the mix of the history of old KL and very modern KL. They love their durian here. You thought pineapple on a pizza was weird. Durian on a pizza. I've come to the beautiful Sultan Abdul Samad building. Unfortunately, I can't get a really good look at it because it's being restored at the moment. This dates back to the 1800s, and it's one of the beautiful old buildings of KL. And even though it looks Moorish, Islamic in style, it was actually built by the British in the late 19th century. This was the British government's offices in KL. Right there's a statement about KL. You've got one of the beautiful old late 19th century buildings, and then a brand new skyscraper, the second tallest in the world. The old and the new coming together in this really lovely and vibrant city. This is Independence Square. It's just a lovely spot where people come on weekends to have their picnics and chill. And you know that this part of KL was British because there's a cricket pitch in the middle. And where you find a cricket pitch, you're going to find Indians having fun.
Around this historic central area, you find the National Museum, library, and a whole range of buildings built by the British.
Next I come to Tian Hua Temple. I'm sure I butchered that, I'm sorry. It's a Buddhist temple and it's beautiful. At different times during the day there's different ceremonies. There's a lot of chanting ceremonies. There's also bathing the Buddha and feeding the Buddha.
This is a popular spot for worship and for photo shoots.
I've now come to the area of KL called Brickworks. This is also known as Little India. I feel like I'm in Delhi. All that's missing are cows crossing the street. In this part of KL you're going to find saris, bangles, jewellery, flowers for worship at the temple, and of course great Indian food. I've been to India a couple of times in the past. It's a really colourful country, and Brickfields really captures that well. It's really colourful here and noisy, just like India. I think the goal now is to get a chai, because I love chai so much, and something for brunch. Okay, a genuine chai. Chai is basically, it's milky tea with sugar and a whole range of masala spices. Drink it everywhere in India, and it's one of my favorite drinks. Okay, for brunch, roti canai, which is just basically roti and stuff, spicy stuff. This restaurant has 61 dishes just for lunch. Veg and non-veg, because that represents India, right? Just out of KL is the Batu Caves. These are a series of Hindu temples built within a limestone cave system, and they're very beautiful. That's a 141 meter tall statue of the deity Murugan, and next to that are the steps up to another temple. There's something like 270 steps to reach that temple. Let's do it.
I love that you have to make an effort to reach the cave temple. It requires determination, commitment, and intention. For pilgrims, their dedication runs deep. course, food is a big part of the culture in KL, and you'll find some of the best street food in Jalan Alor.
There's so much on offer here, but I think my goal tonight is to try some nasi lemak, which is the national dish of Malaysia. Did I mention KL's really hot and humid? I'm really sweaty. Gotta have something cold. Iced milk tea. Bubble tea. But it's got like carnation milk in it, which is the Malaysian version. Am I having a good time? Of course. There's an enormous choice of food here. Look at the menu. It's like an encyclopedia. It's got so many things. But I decided I'm going to go for nasi lemak because it's supposed to be the national food of Malaysia. It's local food. I'm not quite sure what it is. Nasi means rice, and I think it comes with a chicken drumstick, so it looks like I'm eating chook tonight. Okay, Malaysia's national dish, green rice. There's an egg, of course there's an egg in there somewhere, and chicken with sambal on top. Just want to try the sambal, see how hot and spicy, but it's crunchy. No, it's not sambal. Oh no, it's got a bit of spice to it. There's something else down here. We're just going to mix it all up and go for it, because that's how you find out. Crunchy stuff. A little bit of spice. A good amount, and some peanuts. Yep, that's a good one. The chicken, I don't know how to eat it. I think we just have to go all caveman about it. Crunchy on the outside, tasty on the inside, with loads of flavour on top. Yeah, it's pretty good. This cost me 18, I think it was, 18 ringgit, which in Australian terms is about $6. Food is pretty cheap here, and really tasty. Gotta have some fruit after that. Fresh lychees, 5 ringgit, a couple of dollars. Love tropical fruit. Sometimes I just pull into a shop and buy something random just to use the aircon. I've got some soft serve durian flavoured ice cream, which is brand new to me. Actually never had durian. That's the stinky fruit. Ice cream doesn't smell. Yeah, not bad. A bit weird, but not bad. I think it might be an acquired taste. I really like KL. It's a busy, fast-growing city. There's a lot of life in this city, and I love the cultural melting pot that it is. Food scene's great, and there's plenty to see and do. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video next week.